Hey, welcome to the show.
I'm just tying my apron. I was a little behind.
I'm Suzy.
I'm Sharon.
Take that welcome to the show off. Can we leave the Sisters of the Spoon thing on there? That's who we are, Sisters of the Spoon.
Yeah, we're sisters. Yes, we are sisters, and I'm the old one.
I'm the younger one?
But I'm the pretty one.
Yeah. We're both beautiful, as you can see. Anyway, we both have different styles of making, things.
But tell them who you learned how to cook from.
I learned how to cook from her. First thing I made with her was pineapple upside down cake. I've never made it since.
No,
I
never.
was a little girl. I sat up on the counter and she showed me how to cook out of her children's cookbook, probably. Or I don't even know. Was it?
That was in there. I have
Okay.
that cookbook and
We'll have to post that sometime.
Yeah, we'll have to.
But anyway, so today, another episode, we had made meatballs.
Yep.
And so today we're going to show you a sauce that you can use. You can use it up while you make it, put your meatballs in it, or you can freeze it and then take it out and use it in for spaghetti or
You
whatever.
can use it for whatever.
Anyway, we're going to move over to the stove.
Garlic, onions, sauté. That's where I start. Where do you start?
She's in the orange pan.
Mine is called the red copper kettle.
Well, and mine is called, what is that? That
Italian.
Italian. No, yeah, mine's a Cuisinart kettle, but my sauce is a bolognese. How do you say that? Is that how you say it? Bolognese? I don't know. But anyway, we both are going to kind of do the same thing. We're adding chopped onions and garlic right away to start with. But I'm not doing the garlic. I'm doing onions.
2 cups.
And you know what? We found out a medium onion is 2 cups. Which I thought was kind of a lot.
That's a lot for a medium. And a large onion is 3 cups chopped onion.
And this recipe called for 1 onion, but it didn't say how big, so we're doing the 2 cups. And I suppose if you don't like onion, you could not add as much. But I put a little olive oil in the bottom here. And then what I'm gonna add is some...
Oh, Susan's a no salt girl.
And I'm adding it. Mine is kind of unusual. I'm gonna be adding...
Mine's normal.
It's weird. I'm adding pancetta or
Pancetta? That's right.
Pancetta.
Cheddar.
It's Italian ham or bacon. And so I have a 4-ounce thing here, so I'm adding that. There's no ground beef in mine, and there's no beef, I don't think, in yours.
No.
But you would add meatballs to yours. So
I would just make meatballs.
So
Mine takes 2.5 hours.
Yeah, and mine is a simmer too, to get all the flavors.
A lot of simmering. But my onion and garlic is, I don't know, translucent, just about.
Yours smells delicious.
Oops! That's going to be warm.
Uh-oh. Spoon down, Sisters of the Spoon down.
Yeah, I didn't really do that on purpose.
Oh, you have your gadget. Where's your gadget?
I did.
Oh, yeah, but you had a gadget to rest your spoon. You're not going to show that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Well, are you going to add anything else
Yeah,
before we take a little break here?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm adding all my stuff right now.
Okay, well, mine is still...
I need 2 28-ounce cans of whole tomatoes. Well, the 14-ounce ones were on sale, so I'm adding 4 14-ounce ones. And then it's 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and 1 bay leaf. And I'm done for 90 minutes.
Okay, we have the onions, and this is Suzy's sauce here. And now I'm going to add in 1 carrot that's finely grated, 1 stalk of celery finely grated, and 2 6-ounce packages of mushrooms. And that was because they were on sale. I like mushrooms, so it doesn't matter how many you added. But you're adding in finely grated. So you want to grate these in a food processor so they get grated down. Then you're going to add this to the onion and pancetta mixture. And so this has a lot of veggies in it. some olive oil mixed in here with red pepper flakes, with garlic and oregano, and it's fresh garlic that we have in here, and the red pepper flakes. And the oregano is dried. And then I also put in garlic powder because we like garlic. Just a little bit more olive oil. Cups of beef broth. Two tablespoons of the red wine. And of course you can drink some wine if you want.
No way.
Oh, come on, party pooper. And then another ingredients. Did you add tomato paste to yours too, or just tomatoes?
Not late, in the end.
In the end, she's adding tomato paste. I'm going to add in tomato paste now, and I like this stuff. It comes in a tube. It's pretty cool.
Ray uses.
I like it. It's really tasty. It's a concentrate, but I'm using a 1/4 cup.
Maybe you shouldn't use a whole 1/4 cup if it's very concentrated.
Well, I like the tomatoey taste just like I like the garlic paste. Yeah. Can never have too much of some things. Sugar. Yeah, you can have too much sugar.
That's what you think.
So I'm going to add that in here. And then this is all going to simmer too, just like Sharon's is, but hers is already simmering. She doesn't have to do anything now but clean up. And then we have the diced tomatoes, and I use the ones with no salt. So we're adding the diced tomatoes. Again, I spice it up with the garlic and the chili flakes, so it really doesn't need that much salt. And mine's going to have some Parmesan in it too towards the end. So now we're going to stir this around, and see, look at it. It looks like a beef sauce really with the mushrooms in there, but it's not. Very end, so it's not yet. We're going to add in chickpeas. Now this will thicken up the sauce even more. This is the bush beans organic, and one of the things, it doesn't say, yeah, it does say low sodium, but all low sodium are not created equal. So you really want to look at your label. So if you're watching your salt content, you really want to look at your label, because this one had less salt than a low sodium one that had a really big label that said low sodium on. This one has a tiny low sodium, but it had less sodium in it. So that's the one of the things that you want to be mindful of. You have to rinse them, and then they are ground up like this, and this is going to go in towards the end a few minutes before it comes off the stove. So we're going to let it simmer. The other thing that will go in at the end is basil, and I'll cut that up with the scissors, and we'll put that in on the end. So we'll let these simmer, cook up. Chandra, that's my daughter.
Sharon's my name.
Yeah, start over. Okay, Sharon's sauce, she said if she has to cook hers for 90 minutes, I don't have to cook mine that long. I just looked at my recipe. It's only 30 minutes. And so we've let it simmer for a while here. Hers is still cooking. But I need to add my chickpeas, and that'll thicken up the broth. And then I also need to add some fresh basil. And so what you do with the basil, you just stack your leaves on top of each other, and then you roll them, and then you snip them or cut them, chop them. Sharon would use a knife. I'm going to use the scissors. And what did you call that? Shifnada? Yeah, well, we'll say that a few times fast, and we'll be saying the wrong word. So anyway, I'm going to add the chickpeas into the sauce that I made. And then add the basil. So this is the ground up chickpeas that were strained. And I'll probably add some more water because this looks pretty thick already. And it's kind of, instead of like a meat sauce, you can, you know, you could add meatballs in it, or you could add other meat too. But this is just a vegged up red sauce that you don't really have to add any additional beef or meatballs if you don't want to. And so then now we're gonna do the shift. What is it? She's making noise with her water bottle over there.
Shift nod.
Shift nod. Hey Google, how do you say that? Shift nod?
Sorry, I can't tell.
Yeah, Google doesn't know what we're talking
Now,
about.
so Google can improve, it would help to know how satisfied you are with my response. How would you rate it, if 1's the worst and 5's the best?
One's
3.
probably 3. Okay, yeah, you probably can't understand us. We're talking North Dakota and Minnesota.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Google, that's okay. So now I add that basil in there, and then now this simmers just for another 15 minutes, and my sauce is ready to add to some pasta or put into containers to freeze, and then I can use it at a future date.
Okay, this is Sharon, and I'm going to finish up. This has been simmering for
Days.
It has been simmering for 90 minutes. I'm now putting in a 6-ounce can of tomato paste. And then I will add 3/4 cup or 3/4 teaspoon of basil, crushed dried basil, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. And then guess what? We simmer for another 30 minutes. That's what makes mine delicious. What I just put in there, again, was a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper and 3/4 teaspoon of dry basil, 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Put the lid back on, and now it creates deliciousness. 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes.
30 minutes, and she's pulled out her
My immersion.
her emergency blender.
No, it's an immersion blender.
Immersion.
And this is so awesome. If you don't have one, watch for them at garage sale.
And she let me try it, and I shot it all over me.
No, you don't move it up and down. You just hold it. Don't put it on the... And it'll make its own. You don't need to move it around. See?
Yep.
It's like it tells you when it's time to pick it up and move it. This is breaking up the whole tomatoes. You see that? Look, don't lift it up like Susan does, and I just accidentally did. It makes a big mess.
Okay, and now her sauce is done.
My sauce is done.